Dear Rinpoche, I am an avid Thai amulet collector. I have hundreds of amulets in my house. Will those amulets affect my spiritual practice? What is your advice? Thank you very much. Kevin Kong, until now, if that has not affected you, then I don't think you need to worry. What would be very good, Kevin Kong, is for you to have a very beautiful Shakyamuni statue, a big one, as big as you can afford, and put that in the middle of your house, in the middle of all your amulets, and then have the amulets around the Buddha. Then the Buddha's energy will neutralize any amulets' negative energy. I'm not saying all your amulets will have negative energy. Of course not. Some may have negative energy. Some. So if that's the case, if you put a beautiful Buddha there, it will neutralize the energy of those amulets. If it hasn't disturbed you so far, then I don't think you need to worry. Rinpoche, what is the cause of samsara? What is the cause of suffering in samsara? The cause of suffering in samsara is ignorance. From ignorance comes grasping. From grasping comes action. From action comes karma. So if we can remove ignorance, all that will be eliminated. How to remove ignorance? By studying Dharma. If you study Dharma and apply the methods of Dharma, you remove ignorance. Once you remove the ignorance, your personal samsara will end. Joni Lai, how can I know the spirit in front of me? Wait a minute. How can I know the spirit appear in front of me is good dakini or evil spirit? Joni Lai, you don't know if what's appearing in front of you is good or bad. Okay? So better not to take a chance and contact that. Better to not take a chance and contact that. So if you keep having things appear in front of you, if you don't know if it's dakini or evil spirit, better to do Doshuden prayers and bless that dakini or evil spirit. If it's dakini, the dakini will become brighter and better. If it's an evil spirit, it will go away. Ken Nam. Dear Rinpoche, I have a group of friends. Some of them are always targeting me with bad comments behind my back. I'm a very direct person. I speak very directly and honestly, especially when I see my friends do stuff against civic morals. Some of them are considered spiritual, but amongst them, they ask each other to kill me. Do I avoid them or just still socialize with them? Kangnam, you have an interesting set of friends who want to kill you. If your friends want to kill you, they're not your friends and maybe you should avoid them. If your Dharma practice is very strong and your mind is very strong, then you can still be their friends and send them blessings and energy and practice great patience. Okay? So the choice is up to you. If they want to harm you, they're not your friends, so avoiding them would be better. If your practice is very strong and they're really your friends, but they can't control themselves, you can be very patient with them. All right, I hope that helps. Belinda Johnson, what advice can you give to someone struggling with trying to fit in their practice with a very busy work life? Thank you. Belinda, your very busy work life, I'm sure, is genuine. But remember, everything you do besides your spiritual practice only benefits this life. Your spiritual practice benefits this life, your death, bardo, and future lives. There's a very big phenomenon in the world of buying insurance. Insurance for health, insurance for death. What is insurance? Insurance is to cover something in case something is lost. So one day we're going to lose our life. The insurance we have after we lose our life is our spiritual practice. So I don't think you should find methods of lessening your spiritual practice to fit in. I think you should have your busy work life fit in with your spiritual practice. So instead of having spiritual practice fit into your busy work life, you should have your busy work life fit into your spiritual practice, because your spiritual practice is more important than your work life, because that's very short term. I hope that helps you, and I hope you'll think deeper about that. Terrence Chow. Dear Rinpoche, my niece is 19. She is kind of handicapped. She can't pick up learning and behave more like a 7-year-old child. Past 2 years, her behavior changed to become very violent, attacking violently without reasons her parents frequently. Father can feel the spirit disturbance. He told me I cannot confirm myself. He brought her to a few places to purify the spirit, including Taiwan, but now there is no sign of any improvement. But she now chants Amitabha every day. What should we do, Rinpoche? Excuse me, she is causing a huge problem to the family. Kindly advise what we can do. Well, Terrence, I'm very sad to hear about your niece. I don't want to say to you, don't chant Amitabha's mantra, because Amitabha Buddha is very blessed and very powerful and very holy. So I don't want to tell you, don't chant Amitabha's mantra, chant Dorje Shugden's mantra. That would be better. That sounds strange, doesn't it? So what I want to say to you is this, Terrence, is each one of us has a special karma. Each one of us has a special affinity. Perhaps she or other people may not have an affinity with a certain Buddha. So when they do that mantra, although it blesses them, it doesn't do its job. So the Buddhas from their side are all equal, but our affinity to them makes a difference in our lives. So perhaps if she chants a mantra that has a stronger affinity for her, it will be more effective. Okay? Now, I don't want to replace Amitabha's mantra with Dorje Shugden's mantra, but perhaps you can try Dorje Shugden's mantra and do Dorje Shugden's prayer and dedicate it to her. That you might see a difference. Recently, in the last 6 months, we have some cases like that has become better because of chanting Dorje Shugden's mantra. I hope that helps. Jason, dear Rinpoche, my family members don't have strong affinity to Dorje Shugden. How can I help? Jason, it's okay if they don't have a strong affinity to Dorje Shugden. If they have strong affinity to Buddha, or Tsongkhapa, or Guru Rinpoche, or Dara, or Avalokiteshvara, that's fine. You don't have to struggle with getting affinity of Dorje Shugden with your family. You yourself practice Dorje Shugden. You yourself study the Lamrim. You yourself be alert on your karma and transform to be an even better person. And when your family sees that you have transformed, then they might ask you what's your method, and then you can introduce Dorje Shugden to them perhaps. Okay? So don't be so concerned about affinity Dorje Shugden. There are many, many Buddhas. Next one, number 41, Om Punctur. Dear Rinpoche, will you come to Holland one day and teach us more about Dorje Shugden? Om Punctur. It'll be very nice to come to Holland one day to teach you all about Dorje Shugden. That's such a nice invitation. For now, please read tsemrinpoche.com. I have hundreds of articles on Dorje Shugden that you can get familiar with. But thank you for your invitation. Om. Next one, Cynthia. Dear Rinpoche, may I know how to help those who have disturbances due to abortion? Thank you, Rinpoche. Those who have disturbances due to abortion, very important for those people to make a Buddha statue dedicated to the child that has been aborted. Very important to make a statue as big as possible to a Buddha dedicated to the child that was aborted. Tell them, let them know, and dedicate it for them. And then make prayers to that Buddha and offerings that would help them very much.